Hey, third graders. Today we're talking about a new element of figurative language called personification. And I'm going to go ahead and show you this word. Personification is how you say it. And maybe you can see in the word another word that you already know. Do you see something right here? Person. Yep, that's because personification is when you give human-like qualities to something that is not human. So that can be a really fun way for you to paint a picture in the minds of your readers of how you envision something feeling in your story. So if you want to create this poster with me, you're going to go ahead and go grab some markers and some paper, and you can pause us until you are ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and draw my T-chart again with some examples and sketches. Okay, here we have examples and sketch it. Okay, now the first object I'm going to have is a pencil, and I'm going to give this pencil the feeling of fear. Now you know, of course, that a pencil does not actually feel fear because it is not a human, and fear is definitely a human emotion, right? Or a human quality. And I'm thinking to myself, what would make a pencil feel afraid? And I'm going to say probably a pencil sharpener. If I was a pencil, I would feel very nervous or worried or afraid of a pencil sharpener. So I'm going to write for a second so that I don't mess this up. The pencil trembled in fear as it was carried to the pencil sharpener. All right, so I'm thinking if I was a pencil, I would feel very worried about going into the pencil sharpener because that seems really scary. To the pencil sharpener. Here we go. So in here, I'm just going to underline where I've given a human-like quality to something not human. A pencil trembling in fear. That is an example of personification. Okay, on this side, we're going to draw our pencil. Here we go. And here's where it's been sharpened. It's a nice sharp pencil now. Okay. Here's the top. And a pink eraser. And I'm gonna draw a face of fear. Oh no, look at this. Yikes. This maybe even like trembling a little bit, like this. It's feeling very worried about the pencil sharpener. Okay. Now I'm going to think of another non-human object. And this time, I'm gonna talk about a guitar. So I'm thinking of something that might make a guitar cry. That is a definite human thing to do. Thinking what would make a guitar feel sad or cry. So the guitar cried out when its string snapped. I bet that would really hurt. But we don't really know because a guitar is not human. So that's another example of personification. So the guitar cried out when its string snapped. Okay. All right, now for my sketch, I'm gonna draw this guitar. It's a very long neck guitar. Okay. There we go. And a very sad face right there. And I'm even gonna give him some words. Ouch. Here's the broken one. Okay. All right, one more example. This time, I am going to talk about a bell. And I'm going to give the bell the emotion of excitement. Maybe at the end of a long school day, a bell sounds very excited. So I'm going to say the bell rang excitedly at the end of a long school day. Okay, another example of something non-human feeling a human emotion. The bell rang excitedly. You can't really feel excitement, but it's fun to kind of think about. So now I'm gonna draw a picture of a bell. I'm gonna make a blue bell. All right. Here we go. Put a little loop on the top and a very excited bell. And it's ringing like this. All right. So now you know personification. So personification, person, it's giving human-like qualities to something non-human.